Step inside the circle. Be one of the wolves. Decide to unite ourselves through expression. Follow the leader into the dark. Prepare yourself for the pit.
What in the fuck is up, everybody? Welcome to the Pit Midwest Metal Radio. It is the 16th of March, and I have some very, very special guests in here today. I want to give a shout out to my homies. Compelled to Destroy is in the motherfucking house. What's going on, guys?
What's going on?
Yo, what up?
We got some questions to get with you. We're going to do an interview here. Want to give a quick shout out to a couple of local guys real quick. Give a shout out to my homie Mike Judy. He's got some really killer shows coming up. As a matter of fact, The Artist Murder is coming April 16th, and Compelled is on that show with Fit for an Autopsy and Rings of Saturn. That show is going to be fucking killer. If you missed that show, you are absolutely fucking retarded. And you best make sure that you get your tickets from your local boys in Compelled to Destroy. So, I want to dive on in here. First of all, tell us who the hell Compelled to Destroy is, because everybody is going to want to know who you guys are.
Joey Zamboni.
Norman Lucas. Mike Mortis.
We are one member short tonight. We are missing Mr. Bobby George. He's got some issues he's got to take care of. He's out of town for the day, but I'm sure he's going to be listening in today, so I want to give him a shout-out. Much love to you, brother.
Yeah.
First of all, let's get right on into it. How long have you guys been together?
Since 2008.
2008?
Yeah.
Right.
And how much has your lineups changed, or have you had the same guys? Who's original members? Who's new?
We've gone through some lineup changes, mostly a few different guitar players, but I mean it's basically the same.
Same group of guys. Same band. Same
yeah,
sound.
just same guys in and out sometimes.
Cool. So what are your current plans right now for Compelled to Destroy? What are you guys up to right now?
Right now, we just lost another guitar player. He moved off to Texas. Can give a shout out to him, William Taylor. He's in the Air Force, so he had to take off and continue his career path down there. So right now, Joey just came back to the band, and we're trying to move forward and see what happens.
It's going pretty good.
Yeah, I don't think anything's the ball's going to keep rolling. It's looking good.
Awesome. So tell us, what are some of your big accomplishments over the years you guys have been together? What are some of your best and greatest moments?
For me, I'd have to say when we opened up for Mayhem Fest 2013.
Mayhem Fest. I mean, we played with bands like Chimera and Upon a Burning Body, and
now we just got we just put out our EP in January on the January 9th, which is available for download. Go to bandcamp.com, or is it's compelledtodestroy.bandcamp.com.
Yep, compelledtodestroy.bandcamp.com.
Google or
Absolutely. Remember, guys, it's compelledtodestroy.bandcamp.com. Go on there, get the album, throw these guys some cash, support your local industry, support your local musicians. So tell me, guys, who are some of your idols that have gotten you to this point in music? Who are some of the guys that make you really push and drive you harder and harder?
Please say Cookie Monster.
And then stab that
because
guy.
we have that
And then
Cookie
stab
Monster
him.
shirt. Because we have a Cookie Monster shirt.
I've seen that shirt.
it's a great shirt.
Cookie Monster beating down the Veggie Monster in
Yeah,
an alley.
Fuck that veggie monster.
Cookies are an always snack.
For me, like, a lot of my influences are probably like Lamb of God and Slayer, Cannibal Corpse, Slipknot.
Slipknot, definitely.
Mudvayne.
I mean,
Mudvayne, yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I can definitely hear a lot of Mudvayne.
And as far as like the newer,
Pantera, man, Pantera.
Dimebag.
hell yeah, Pantera. As far as like any of the newer bands out, I'd have to say like for me, Whitechapel, Suicide Silence,
yeah.
Rest in Peace, Mitch.
Yeah, definitely. Rest in peace, Mitch.
Upon a Burning Body. That's to name a few.
All those guys are really driven in everything they do, and it shows on their albums and
Right.
when they're live and all that.
Yeah, that's great, man. I love a lot of those bands, actually. Well, almost all the bands you guys listed, I've been listening to for years myself. So what are some of your most favorite places that you guys have ever played as far as venues, shows, festivals?
Foo Bar, man.
Foo Bar will always be hard. Foo Bar will always be
I
hard.
love
I'm
Foo
right
Bar
with
because
you.
they have cheaper beer than fucking Pops and most of the other fucking venues.
Yeah,
Foo
that's
Bar's
for
all right,
sure.
man.
And
I like Just Bills.
And bands
I like
put on-
Just Bills, yeah. Just Bills is a
for
good
sure.
place to go.
Bands always put on good shows at Foo Bar.
Oh, that's for sure. There's no. Is there no other particular places you guys have traveled to and maybe played somewhere else that you might have done? Effingham?
Yeah, that's a pretty cool place.
Effingham Performance Center in Effingham, Illinois. It's a huge venue.
Oh, wow.
It's like it's almost the size of the pageant.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it's
That's
Pretty
awesome.
big place. We love playing there.
It's pretty big.
We go to Indiana, play shows, as often as we can. Played a few cool places out that way.
Got some free food out of that last show.
Nice. Free food's always fucking good.
Yeah.
I mean, our Mayhem Fest was in Indianapolis, and I mean, that was a big one.
That was fucking awesome, man.
Right. I've seen some footage of that show. It looked fucking killer, man. You guys had a great turnout. That was a great show.
It was an awesome turnout for, as early in the day as it was. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, we got to meet a lot of people, man. Like, a lot of really cool people out there.
Right.
That were just...
I met Frankie from Amira that day.
Yeah,
Nice.
Totally
Yeah.
did, man.
Yeah, you guys heard it. He fired his whole band. I was like, what are you going to do now? Like, I met that dude, too, and I'm like, now what's he going to do? Like,
He fired his whole band.
he fired the whole band.
Pretty sure
become
he
the Trent
has.
Reznor of that band and just do everything.
I'm pretty sure he
know.
has replacements, and he is. They say they're working on new music supposedly. So
Well, that's great. I was wondering what was going to happen if the band was going to carry on or not. So back on track here. So what's in the future for Compelled? What do you guys got going on?
Hopefully touring.
Hopefully touring. We're looking forward to that. And
trying to get this CD out there to try and just get it to reach everybody that it can, and
Everybody.
Oh, we're
Everybody.
definitely helping share the shit out of that CD. That's for sure.
And I don't know, there's been talks, it's up in the air right now, by going back in the studio to do another EP very soon. Hopefully, if we get that done and out of the way, then we'll have that ready for everybody, hopefully in the fall, maybe winter.
That'd be awesome. I'm totally stoked for that. I'm excited. I was already excited for the first EP. I still listen to the shit out of it, dude.
Yeah.
It's hard as fuck, man. I share it with everybody, dude. I had somebody actually compare you guys the other day to, he said it reminded him a mix of the band Cybreed and Meshuggah with deathcore vocals. And I was like, yeah, that's actually a really good mashup there for genre comparison. That's actually really cool.
That's a compliment for sure.
Right.
For sure.
So we all got to know, because it's always everyone's business in the metal industry to pry into your personal fucking lives, because that's what we have to do.
Yeah.
So how does everybody in the band get along? Are you all like best friends? You guys just hang out? Like, what are some of the people that are really connected to the band who've been together and stuck it through some hard times?
Who hates who?
Yeah.
I mean, I would have
Let's
to
hear the
say,
truth.
Yeah, who hates who?
as far as me, Joey, Norman, and Bobby, we are pretty close friends. I mean, and Will was a good friend. There's not really too much beefing that goes on. So
Everybody has their disagreements, but it's always...
Who
it's
has the
always
worst?
brought
Who
back
has the
down.
worst tour habits?
Right.
We don't really know that yet, but
I mean,
Oh, you'll find out.
I'm sure that's
Only
gonna be
time
one of the
will
first
tell.
things.
And I'd like to put it out there, too, that some of the ex-guitar players of this band that have not come back and won't come back,
Right.
we have no beef with those guys.
Definitely.
Well, that's
There's
good.
never been any, things ended on bad notes, but really it was just a business thing.
Right,
Friendship's always going to be there. We love every one of those guys. We have no problem with any of them.
Right.
Now, whether they have a problem with us is a totally different situation, but we don't have no beef with any of them.
Right.
They can call me tomorrow and ask me for $20 and I give it to them, you know what I mean?
Right.
The door's always open for those guys. It's not anything personal. It's always been for what, the band and the status of the band. It can't just,
Right.
It has to work somehow. Sometimes shit happens and you might have to, not really kick somebody out, but
make some moves sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Right.
you just got to make some moves.
So, okay, on to my next question then. So, over the years you guys have been together, what are some of the bands that have supported you guys the most that you would think of to give some shout-outs to?
Animated Dead, man.
Animated Dead, for sure.
That's another great local St. Louis band.
As our
right there.
Shatters, good friends with those guys.
Raja Asana,
Raja Asana.
Oh, yeah. Love me some Raja Asana.
Carol Ann when they were playing. I
Yep.
mean, Off the Witness,
Off the Witness, Autumn 10.
Autumn
Right.
10.
Outcome of Betrayal.
Yeah.
Oh, another great band. Oh, man,
Yeah.
so many good bands, dude.
I mean, yeah,
There's definitely
the list
a long
goes on.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
Right.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to give a shout out to Hung Like a Martyr, too.
yeah.
Oh, man, I haven't thought about those guys in a while.
Yeah, Hung Like a Martyr, for sure. Those guys are cool guys.
Well, I got to ask you the opposite of that question now, so we're going to flip that around. So, what bands have supported you guys the most over the years? See, now this flips the table here, and I know we're treading on some ice, but, we got to ask these questions.
I would say that, like
Pretty much the same.
Off
same,
the Witness and Autumn Tent. I mean, those dudes are pretty good friends of ours, and
Animated Dead.
Animated Dead. There's people in Carol Ann that are really good friends with us and that support us.
What Thou Will from Springfield, Illinois.
Okay, I've heard of those guys. I have not checked out their music yet.
Their drummer actually plays in Cemetery Gates as well.
No kidding.
I
Now you
saw
got.
them
Now
the
you
last
piqued my
time they
interest.
played
I'm
Props.
totally looking them up when I go. when I go
Cemetery
home there.
Gates.
Yep.
I've been to a few of their shows.
There are definitely a lot of bands out there that are up and coming, and a lot of bands that have been around a long time that are really killer bands.
Right.
We listen to a lot of them, and every time we get a chance to listen to their shit, it's pretty cool because you see the scene come together a little bit to
I'm a huge
share
fan
shit.
of Raja Asana myself,
yeah.
and it would be cool to get on more shows with them. And
Definitely.
Here's another.
Chris is always running around with After the Burial all the time, though.
Yeah,
He's
I
on
mean,
tour with those
right,
guys. I
right.
see him in the Sick Dudes Club all the time in the post.
Right.
I'm like, I want to be in the Sick Dudes Club. I
don't
want
want to. I don't want to forget this band either. Hollow Point. Love those
Hollow
guys.
Point.
right?
Those guys have been around playing shows with us since we started,
Yeah,
basically.
basically since the beginning. I
Yep.
mean,
Brothers for life.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the way we need to look at shit on our scene. I mean, a lot of local scenes have the same ongoing problem. There's just not enough unity between the fans and the people and the bands that are all involved. And you always have these divisions between people rather than unification.
Right.
And you guys are totally working to unify people and try to bring people together. And I got to say, I tip my hat to you, gentlemen, because there's not too many people around here that really want to bust their ass like that. And I have to say, with all due respect, you guys have been killing it for a long time. I'm more than happy to have you in here. Our door is always welcome to you guys. If you just showed the fuck up here, I would open that fucking door and let you in any day of the week. So that's the way I feel for you guys. It's nothing but
Appreciate
love,
that,
man.
yeah.
So let's go ahead and talk about your new EP, man. Where did you guys record it? Who recorded it? Who's your producer? What's the rundown?
It was recorded at Encapsulated Studios here in St. Louis, and Gabe Ussery was the one that recorded it. He produced it and mixed it and all that, and that's about it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, why don't we get into the album? We're gonna stream the actual album here for you guys to listen tonight, an exclusive for the interview for Compelled to Destroy. Now, if you want to go get this album, I'm going to go ahead and plug this website again. Go to compelledtodestroy.bandcamp.com. Go up there, buy the album, download that sumbitch, blast that motherfucker as loud as you can in your car every fucking
us out
time you
for
go
sure.
anywhere, and let everybody know who the fuck these guys are, man. We've
Right.
got to have more representation out of St. Louis in our metal community, and these guys are killing it and busting their ass along with a long list of other guys. So don't forget about them. Show them your support. Support your independent artists. Support your local scene. So without further ado, I present to you Compelled to Destroy, Wolves Amongst the Sheep EP right here on the Pit.